Hey everyone, SuperSG here. Before we get into the review, I want to go ahead and thank Sakobs for providing me with the soundbar for the review that I have for you today. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into the unboxing experience. So at the very top, the mini soundbar logo. The front of the box has the picture of the soundbar with more logos and the model number. And then the rest of the box is pretty plain with just a couple of pictures and text. So let's go ahead and shift on over and pull up on the tab to open up the box. Pretty easy to open, so we're just going to go ahead and slide out the soundbar from the box itself. And then we have the soundbar here. And then we have a couple of other items. We have a micro USB charging cable, a 3.5 millimeter stereo jack, or cable that is. And then we have the instruction booklet as well. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the individual items. So this is just a simple 3.5 to 3.5 male stereo cable. You also have in this plastic bag what appears to be a micro USB charging cable. Let me see if I am correct on that. Yep, a micro USB charging cable. And then you have over here the soundbar in the plastic bag. So let's go ahead and open this up. Very nice. Of course, it's facing towards me, but the Sakobs, or Sakobs, however you want to pronounce it, mini, sitting on the desk like that. And then let's go ahead and power it on, see if there's any juice in here. So there's a little bit of juice in there for us to power it on and use right out the box. On the back end, there's a couple of different things. It looks like, if you take a look, there is a micro USB charging port, a USB-A charging port, or I don't know what that's for, maybe to hook up to a device of some sort. You also have a micro SD card slot, so if you wanted to put in an SD card and play music off there directly. And then you have your auxiliary 3.5 millimeter stereo connection if you wanted to listen to this via a wired connection instead of Bluetooth. This is a Bluetooth soundbar. It is meant to sit in front of your desk, or rather on your desk, in front of your computer monitor, or in front of your laptop, or behind your laptop, and you are to use this with your laptop. You don't have to, of course. It's Bluetooth, so you can pair it to your phone, to a tablet, to another computer, whatever you would want. You can pair it to there directly. On the top, you have your power button, plus and minus button, and then the M, I assume, is a media control button, so that way you can cycle between different forms of media, whether that is the micro SD card, the USB, the Bluetooth, or the 3.5 auxiliary cable. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump a little bit and test this soundbar out, and I will come back with my thoughts and a little bit about the soundbar user experience. So let's go over the specs of this mini soundbar. What exactly is packed inside this thing? The soundbar is a 2-driver, 2-subwoofer setup with the 1500 milliamp battery built in directly to the soundbar. That means if you wanted to take this soundbar on the go with you, you could. You could take it outside, take it on a road trip, take it with you to the office. The 1500 milliamp battery will take about 4 hours to completely charge, and it'll give you about 11 to 16 hours of playtime depending on how loud you have the soundbar. The buttons on top of the soundbar can also have dual purposes. For example, if you press the power button twice, it'll skip the track, and if you press the media button twice, it'll go back a track. There's also a built-in microphone in the soundbar that sounds okay. It's not the best sounding. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and play a clip right now for you.
This is a test of the Sakobs mini soundbar built-in microphone. As you can see, it sounds not the greatest. You know, it's okay. It's not great. So look at my face as I ponder over how amazing the sound is.
And there it is. Now you're probably wondering how the device sounds. Well, it does sound pretty good. The mids are very clear. That's probably the most clear thing that you could hear. The highs are a little bit weak. They're not very present. And then the lows, it really depends on the song. Sometimes the lows hit really hard, and then sometimes the lows they're just kind of vague and they're not really there. So I think it just really depends on the frequency range for those lows specifically. So overall, for this price range, the soundbar is a pretty good deal.
Night, what you wanna do? Solo hit 'em to sacrifice. No more Xbox Live in the room. I'm alright. Finish 40s while I'm listening to Tattoo. All the things she said, now I'm puking in the bathroom. Gone. Maybe we can take it slow, slow. Ain't nobody everybody gotta know, God knows. Put the phone back in the bag and let me get your mind. 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 On me. We're doing fine. Yeah.
I don't give a.
One really cool thing that I do like is that the soundbar, I didn't actually show this in the unboxing. I'll go ahead and put it on my desk right here. So see right now it's sitting there looking oh so fine, just sitting up, you know, sitting on a level ground. But if you, for example, were kind of leaning over the soundbar, you can tilt it up a little bit, kind of like stage monitors if you've ever seen performances at a live venue like that. So I do like the fact that you can actually tilt it back and kind of have it firing directly up into your ears if you're a little bit perched over it, typing away on your keyboard. So overall, for this price point, I say the soundbar is pretty good. I would probably give it around a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's not the best soundbar that I've ever heard by any means. It's more of a budget-friendly soundbar. But honestly, for the price point that it's at, the sound quality is more than acceptable. The 11 to 16 hour playtime is really, really good. And they included a couple of additional accessories. Not only that, but the user manual is actually really easy to read. So if you have any concerns or you don't know how to do something, seriously, read this. It helps a lot. But hey, since I mentioned a budget, what if you were on a budget and you were looking for an even better deal on this soundbar? That's right, Sakobs has given me a promo code to give you guys if you're interested in getting your own mini soundbar. So go over to Sakobs.com and use the promo code SuperSG. I'll go ahead and put it down in the description below. And if you use my code, you can get 10% off. And that 10% off code doesn't just work on this mini soundbar, you can use it on anything on Sakobs' website. So once again, go to Sakobs.com and use my promo code SuperSG. So one more time, my final thoughts on the mini soundbar. Sounds great for the price point. The mids have really great clarity. The lows are pretty good depending on the song. And then the highs are, it's okay. But for the price point, this is a great budget option, and you can use my promo code SuperSG. There, I said it normal this time. And if you use my promo code, you can get 10% off your order at Sakobs.com. Once again, thank you so much, Sakobs, for providing me with the soundbar to review, and thank you again for giving the promo code for all of my watchers and subscribers so they can get 10% off the website. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.